Now we're going to crystallize using calads. We have our melter here, which is now at 40 degrees. We're going to lower it to just over 30. And then we're going to start adding in our calads, little by little, until they melt completely. So, I start by adding about 10% to my melted chocolate. And now we're just going to stir until all the chocolate is dissolved. If this goes too quickly, we're going to add a little bit more calads. If it goes too slowly, we can always adjust a little bit with the heat gun. As we can see, the calads are slowly melting away. So we're going to start by taking our temperature. Remember, we need to finish at about 31 to 32 degrees centigrade. So as we can see, now the chocolate I've added is already melted. We have really fluid, no lumps left. But the temperature is not okay yet. But now we're at 36 degrees centigrade. So we're going to add a little bit more chocolate.
This method is also called seeding. The reason why is pretty straightforward. Calads are small drops of solid, hard chocolate. They already contain stable cocoa butter crystals. We simply need to add them to our melted chocolate if we want to obtain deliciously snappy and shiny chocolate products. So by adding a bit of the calads to the melted chocolate, we simply add stable crystals. By mixing them in, the chocolate will cool down and the crystals will start to multiply. The chocolate will gradually start to become a bit thicker until it's just right to start molding or enrobing with it.
As we can see now, all the calads have melted. We have a nice fluid chocolate without any lumps, and the temperature is between 31 and 32 degrees centigrade. So let's have a test. I'm going to leave my palette knife about a minute on a marble, and the chocolate should be nicely crystallized by then. So as we can see, we're 1 minute further, and we can see that the chocolate is nicely crystallized. It has a nice velvet sheen, typical for chocolate, and it's nice and hard. This needs to crystallize for another 12 hours to have the optimum result. The method is exactly the same if we're going to use milk or white chocolate, though the temperature for milk chocolate should be at about 31 degrees and for white chocolate at about 29 degrees. And that's how easy it is to crystallize with calads.